So today we're going to be talking about training for fat loss. I get the question all the time asking, hey, when are we going to be doing these long workouts? I need to lose some weight, you know, that 40-minute, that 30-minute, whatever it might be. And we're going to talk about why that might not be ideal for the purposes of losing weight or losing body fat. So the first thing that I want to kind of discuss is what are the best workouts and what are the non-ideal workouts. And then we're going to talk about why we need to do both. Even if the non-ideals do come up and we do those. The best workouts that are going to be for fat loss are going to be two things: strength training and short, high intensity, high heart rate kind of cardiovascular workouts. So those workouts that might be intervals, like on-off on a rower or running, or the workouts that are like a Fran, where it's multiple movements, but it's for a short amount of time. So around that, 10-minute or under, where we can keep the intensity and our push really high, and we don't taper off or we don't pace. So why strength training? So number one is because strength training is going to improve our lean muscle mass, and we're in the gym for an hour and we're working out and we're burning calories and we're sweating, but what about the other 23 hours of the day? So we want to improve our lean muscle mass so that our metabolism works for us during that period of time. Also, muscle uses more calories to just sustain. So more muscle is going to be better. So strength training is going to be number one. Number two, like I said, is that those short, intense cardio bouts. So you're looking at something where your heart rate's elevated. Again, the same thing with this as far as strength training goes. We want that metabolism to jump for those other 23 hours. We're not just worried about the calories that we burn in the gym. So that's what's going to happen with this. It's going to boost our metabolism throughout the day. Also, by doing a short, intense versus a longer, strung out one, it's less strain on our hormonal system. The longer we go, the more stress our body's under, so it reacts a different way. And also our joints and our ligaments and everything, and it's not as tiring. So we get more out of it in the long term. So those are the two. I'll save you the research, but just know that this applies to both male and female, but definitely more on the female side is what research has shown as far as being ideal for fat loss. So what are the non-ideal workouts? So the big thing that we're going to talk about is those long ones. Everybody, I want to do, we do Murph. I want to do something that's 40 minutes, something that I feel like at the end I'm just destroyed. Well, number one is it's not going to have a great effect overall for our training. So for instance, I heard when we did Murph a couple weeks ago, hey, I did Murph, now I'm out for 3 days because I'm so sore. So number one, it's going to prevent us from coming back into the gym because we're so destroyed. Number two, it's going to be hormonally, we're going to have different response. So our hormones are going to be set off to actually help us maintain, or I'm sorry, not maintain, but hold on to some of the body fat that we want to. So it's going to have that negative effect if we do it too often. So longer, slower, paced out, it might feel like we're getting more sweat, more calories burned during the period of time that we're in here, but over the long haul, it's not going to be great for our body, fat loss, or our metabolism. So the next question comes about, okay, so why don't I stick to the short ones all the time if that's not ideal? So number one answer to that is because we're doing CrossFit. We need to be good at all time domains. So it needs to be broad, all inclusive. So I'm not saying that we're going to do this once a week. I'm not saying we're going to do it only once a year, but it's going to come up, and we need to have experience that we need to know it. So that's why we do CrossFit. The second thing is a base builder. So we want to set, this is, again, untechnical, this is our aerobic system. It's kind of like our ceiling, all right? So we want to work on building our ceiling up so that our anaerobic system, or our short intensity system, can always increase, all right? So it's a base builder. These longer workouts are base building so that we can support the short intense workouts, all right? So we won't see these all the time, but they are important to our overall structure as far as being fit and losing fat. And then the third thing is why we do both and we don't just stick to the top part is because it's a test. Sometimes we need to test and see how you feel at that long time. Or we're in a competition and the competition causes us to go for a long time. So those are kind of the three reasons why. that we're gonna do all of them and not just stick to one. So again, as a recap, make it a point to come in on the days that there's a lot of strength and that workout that might seem non-pretty on paper, that's going to be shorter, and you might not feel like it's going to get you a lot of results because it's only short. Those are going to be the most important days as far as for fat loss. So again, make these the point. Again, do come in on the longer days, but just be smart about it. Don't be that long-term cardio junkie. Know what's going to be best for fat loss and weight loss, and that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it.